What's the realest essence? I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. Like I remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Dalvin Cook. He had a nice effort a week ago.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And some room to roam now. Tyler Boyd, touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. It quickly to Thielen here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Cousins to throw it. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they'll take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 75 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. 7 yards there and a first down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs. Out of the gun, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. Well, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. In search of redemption from the pick six, Goff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's gone. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunity.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Throwing on third. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And we're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Akins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Goff looking to throw. Steps away. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lewis Seed brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack on 1st down, Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gone. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This is caught by Williams. The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. To the air again. Goff. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now Goff on third and goal. This is caught. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? What do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Here we go with Williams. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another run now for Nwangu. Stiff-armed him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try to pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On the give is Nwangu. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenny Nwangu. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, it's gone. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Goff now to throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Goff now looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Throwing again on second down. Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. One last throw here for Goff. It's complete, and he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone.